And the demons don't like that. The demons get real antsy. They try to do everything in their power. This is why some of you all been watched. Some of you all have been stalked. This is why some of you all are experiencing gang stalking in your neighborhood, organized mobbing, internet mobbing, workplace mobbing.
Seek the truth.
You know, a lot of people in this world, they just trying to get in where you fit in, or get in where they fit in, right? But the chosen, the Most High God got other ideas for you. He wants you to stay strong where you belong. You hear me? Real talk. A lot of you brothers and sisters in this truth, attempting to stay set apart in this world and live according to the Most High's will, you're faced with a lot of obstacles. And when you really reflect, put everything in retrospect, look back, you can truly understand that a lot of people counted you out. A lot of people left you for dead. You were circled by the vultures. They never thought that you would amount to anything. They never thought that you would rise to the occasion. They wrote you off. A lot of chosen ones from the Almighty have been abandoned. Oh, brothers and sisters, don't get it twisted. There's a reason why the Most High God has been pushing a lot of y'all into isolation. Now, they left you for dead. They counted you out. They did not believe in you. What do you do with that information? Do you continue to entertain those individuals, or do you accelerate and you move on to the next level? Do you continue to stick around certain individuals for pride's sake when you know the Almighty is tugging at your spirit? Let me tell you something. When people begin to turn their backs on you, when people begin to give you their rear end a kiss and leave you high and dry, when you stop getting those invites, better believe that the Holy Spirit is beginning to manifest itself in your life. The Most High God is beginning to operate in your life. He don't want you around nobody. You know what? He wants you all to himself, because he's installing some things in you. He's giving you certain downloads. He doesn't want you around the masses of people. He doesn't want the waters to be muddy. He knows that those individuals around you are vultures. And he knows that if he can just mold your character, if he can help you survive what you've been through from these individuals who betrayed you, lied on you, he knows that you're gonna rise from the ashes like a phoenix, and he knows that he's gonna be able to push you to great heights, new dimensions, and he's gonna install certain things in you. He's gonna install certain things in you that's going to change the entire trajectory of society. See, chosen ones, you threaten everybody's way of life. You were a threat even before you knew you were a threat. The Most High God said, I knew thee before you were even formed in the womb. I knew you. Before you were in your mama's belly, the Most High God, he was handcrafting you and making you for the time such as now that we live in right now, for you to do great things. And you were never meant to fit in. You were never meant to fit in. He says, I will rise up a royal priesthood, a peculiar people. You're very peculiar. You don't belong here. You are foreign to this world, brothers and sisters. You are different. You are special people. You are enlightened. The world you living in is spinning on a broken axis. There's a lot of demonology going on right now. There's a lot of possessed people. There's a lot of individuals gunning for those who are righteous, gunning for those who have the light. They're threatened by your presence. I'm talking about rich, poor, free, bond, don't matter who it is. There's people who understand the energy that you brothers and sisters possess. Oh, it's great. The Most High's majesty shines upon you, brothers and sisters. They never wanted you to make it. Everything that you possess right now, you had to fight to take it. Nothing was given to the chosen easy. Nothing. Nothing was given to you all. You had to earn everything. There were no shortcuts. Every time you sinned against the Most High, there were consequences and repercussions. Have you ever asked yourself, chosen ones, why is it that when you do something that the rest of the world is doing, there's backlash against you immediately? You can't get away with nothing. If you do anything that's wrong, the Most High God, he chastises you almost immediately. Why is that? Because he loves you. He's protecting you. He doesn't want you with the crowd. There's a reason why he isolated you. There's a reason why he pulled you out of the world. There's a reason why you lost the desire to do the same things that you were doing. And some of y'all, as I'm speaking right now, you're losing some of those carnal desires. Generational curses are being broke. Certain things that you were really into no longer interest you. People around you are saying, wow, this person is withdrawn. This person is not the same anymore. This person is weird. This person doesn't want to go to the same functions, injunctions that they were once attended. It doesn't interest them. It doesn't pique their interest anymore. What's going on with that person? Are they beginning to see that we're living in a mirage? And now they're talking. They're trying to figure out how to put you back in a box. Now the monitoring spirits are there. Why? Because you threaten their way of life. This is why the Most High, God, the Almighty, the Lord, this is why he pushes you into isolation, brothers and sisters. Because he cannot use you if you're infected by the others. He cannot use you. When you look at Christ, he was a sheep without what? Without blemish. Before you leave the face of this planet, while you're on your deathbed, there should be a smile on your face. You know why? Because at that point, the Lord has put you through the things you need to go through to be without blemish. You will be the sheep without blemish. But what it's going to take is he's going to have to take you away from a lot of people. And it may hurt. It may cause you a great deal of pain, understanding that everybody is not worth your energy. It's going to cause you a great deal of pain to refrain from speaking with people that you held in high regards. It's going to feel like you're in a desert and there's vultures circling you. You're going to fall down in agony. You're going to have thirst. You're going to have hunger. See, the scriptures give us valuable lessons. When Christ fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, he was undergoing spiritual warfare on another level. He was witnessing things in the spirit realm that all of you have to be subjected to. All you chosen ones have to take the road less traveled. You all have to go through it. As much as I preach over here about, being careful who you spend your time with, there's a reason for all of that. There's a reason why I'm constantly preaching to y'all like, listen, you have to go through that road less traveled, and it's going to hurt. But when you come out the other end, you're going to be shining like gold that was tried through the furnace. The Holy Spirit is operating in a lot of brothers and sisters once they spend that time alone. The enemy's job is to steal, kill, and destroy. Steal, kill, and destroy. How could he set up that play against y'all? By putting a lot of people around you. A lot of people around you. Let me tell you something. Satan operates through people. I mean, literally, he hacks people. He jumps in their bodies. He uses people. He uses people to try to trigger you. He uses people to steal your frequency, to steal your vibrations. He makes people pop up at the most inopportune times. People literally get hacked meat suits, skinwalkers, souls being basically taken over to be used as a weapon against a lot of you brothers and sisters. And you know deep down in your heart of hearts and your soul, the Most High don't want you to be around these people. This is why the Most High is pulling you from people. This is why he's isolating you. He knows who you are, and he knows what your purpose is. And he knows that Satan has his control and he has his clutches on the majority of the world. So he knows that he's gonna have to remove people. Let me tell you something. Some of y'all had people in your life that just disappeared. You might have met somebody new, right? You may have met someone in your life recently. Some of y'all have met people and wonder why they just disappeared. Where did that person go? You were excited about a new relationship, whether romantically, a friendship. You don't know what it was, but you were excited about this connection. All of a sudden, that person disappeared. You thought the vibe and the energy was right. You thought that was supposed to be something that you pursue. And all of a sudden, the Most High God made that impossible. It's almost like he set barriers. He set it up so you cannot be around certain people. He literally blocked those people from coming in your life. Because with our fickle, miniature minds, our human emotions, we believe that we have to have relationships all the time. We believe we have to be around individuals all the time. We believe that there's constantly has to be people who validate us and support us in life. And that's just not the case. And the Most High God, he knows how naive we can be as people. He understands we can be naive. So there's a reason why you are being separated and isolated from people. Don't be frustrated. Brothers and sisters, listen, do not be frustrated. Don't be frustrated with the Creator. Don't be frustrated with your own life. You may not be in a circumstance where you are in the same place as other people. Some of y'all want marriage. Some of y'all want long-term relationships. And you don't realize that the Most High God has a lot to work to do on you. He's working on you. There's a lot to be done. And it ain't time for that for some of you all out here. There's a time for everything under the sun. And you know what you got to realize is that the so-called holy matrimony, we talking about relationships on this planet, man, female, having a wife, husband, whatever the case may be, that's not the interest in the heaven. Do you understand what I mean? People gonna be judged by themselves at the end of the day. The Most High God knows the intentions of our hearts. We got to understand that when relationships come together, it have to be for the empowerment of family and the betterment of the kingdom. The will of the Father have to be being done. So he's not going to allow you chosen ones to get in relationships when the will of the Father is not being done in those relationships. They're not conducive to nation building. They're not conducive to kingdom building. So he's protecting some of you all. It's like a lot of people get down and out on themselves and they put things into their own hands. And that's where you take years off of your progression. Now you got to sit back and plead with the Lord and beg for forgiveness and repentance because you done took years off your progression. Why? Because you got frustrated and didn't listen to the Lord when he said, my son, my daughter, spend this time alone. I know it's frustrating. I know that you have desires. I know that there's certain lust. I know there's loneliness that may hit you, but I'm with you. Day in and day out, you become stronger. You become wiser. You become more spiritual. And the demons don't like that. The demons get real antsy. They try to do everything in their power. This is why some of you all been watched. This is why some of you all have been stalked. This is why some of you all are experiencing gang stalking in your neighborhood, organized mobbing, internet mobbing, workplace mobbing. Why? Because the Most High God pulled you out from everybody else, and he's trying to elevate you, put you on another level. And the demons, they don't know what to do with that, because they know once you reach a plateau, they know that their way of life comes crumbling down. They know that your energy, your power, they can't stand in the presence of it. They can't be around it. They know that it bothers their spirits, right? Somebody said they trying to break our minds. Exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. It's spiritual warfare. Somebody said, like yesterday, I was in the grocery store and had food in the basket. I heard God said, the Sabbath, I left everything and walked out. Somebody said, let me just say this. The Sabbath is made for us. If you were getting food to feed your family, it's understood that, we have laws that we live by. But if you're doing a good work on the Sabbath, it is what it is. Don't be plagued by religion. And I'm not telling you to break the Sabbath. Of course, you can plan in advance and things of that nature. But the Spirit is leading me to tell you, don't be under bondage to the Sabbath day. If you're, like the scriptures say, if your oxen was to fall into a ditch, are you not going to work to get it out? Are you going to leave it there and let it die? Let it wither away? No. So you got to have discretion. If your family didn't have food that night and you needed food, somehow life got in the way, you were busy during the week, you weren't able to get groceries for your respective family, you got to do what you got to do. You're not going to hear that religious talk over here. Let's just make that very, very clear. The Sabbath is made for us, not against us. All right? So let me just put that out there. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of you all have this yearning to do the will of the Father. You want to do what's right, and I love that. We're wrestling in this spirit realm. We are in this physical plane that's not designed for us. We are in a matrix. And since we compromise these demons' way of life, they got you as a number one objective to try to cease and stop. And it's my job and my due diligence to keep y'all on focus on the goal at hand. There's a reason why the Most High don't want either your mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, auntie around you. There's a reason why. Remember, the Bible says your enemies will be those of your own household. Ooh, man, when you say that, when you read that, when you really observe what these scriptures are saying, it's talking about those of your own fold, those of your own kind. Now, you know them scriptures is written about the children of Israel, right? And it'll be those of your own kind. Your own household doesn't just mean people in your home who are aiming at you, people at your home who would deceive, betray, lie, slander you, although that is one layer to it. The other layer is it'll be those of your own diaspora. So we can't say that we are the epitome of all knowledge and wisdom and all of that and not speak the truth and let it be known that our people will backstab you. Our people will destroy you. This is why the Most High God doesn't want you around a lot of people. This is why some of you all from the diaspora feel like you can't even fit in with your own people. There's young ladies going to school right now who are into anime. They into crocheting. They into gymnastics. But guess what? The black devil woman, the Jezebel, you know what they in the high schools doing? Bullying that young lady. Why? Because she not a whore. Because she not twerking. Because she not getting gang banged in the bathroom. Our chosen ones got to be surrounded by these people all the time. Because she not into witchcraft. Because she not into the weirdo stuff. Because she ain't into gossiping and slandering. That young lady has to go to school and deal with the black devils. It'll be your own people. The young man who is into different things, exploring books, reading, trying to become scholarly. The young man who is trying to be righteous, and lead by example, he's being targeted as well. This is why the Most High want to continue to keep you alone. He wants to protect you from these individuals, because it comes a point where a lot of people just give in. They give in. They get peer pressured by these demons. They get peer pressured by these devils. Don't allow these people to peer press you. Don't let them drag you into their frivolous debates and squabbles. Don't let them drag you into their madness. I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to be 100% with y'all. The Most High love y'all so much. He loves us so much. Man, we done so much wrong in our lives, but he still didn't label us a heathen. We done fell 1,000,000 times, and he did not label us heathens. He actually still stayed by our side, protected us from people, gave us some harsh learning lessons. There were times where we thought we were going to be left high and dry, situations where we didn't believe we would make it out of. And this is why he brought you to yourself. This is why your spirit been yearning to be alone right now. I'm going to tell you why. Because you're supposed to be a testament that you can survive the wilderness by yourself. You're supposed to be a reflection of his power and majesty. You're supposed to be a testament to the world that against all odds, against all obstacles, against all adversaries and enemies, you can stand strong, and you can have the wherewithal, the wisdom, the courage to actually stand against the wiles of the devil. That's why he did it. He wants you to be an example. And all of those people who disrespected, disregarded, thought you was done, thought you wouldn't become anything, thought it was over for you. All them individuals are forced to see you rise. That's what's going to happen. If you remain obedient, I promise you, everybody who was a naysayer, everybody who was a hater, everybody who lied on you, everybody who targeted you, everybody who just hated you without a cause, you'll have your own brothers, man. I done had people that I done nothing to, bro. People I done nothing to but help. I'm talking about literally people that I done nothing to them, yo, but try to help them. And they lied on me. They slandered me. They hate me without cause, bro. They continually lie on my name. They continually throw out all kind of disparaging comments. They continually attack. They don't even realize how possessed and demonic they are. It's like, I done nothing to these people. That's what you're going to experience. That's what you're going to experience in this truth. But if you continue with long suffering, they will be forced to see you rise. Imagine them just watching you, being destroyed in the spirit because you constantly elevate. You constantly doing something different. You constantly advancing. You constantly doing great things. And these people got to sit there and burn. I promise you, if you stick to this truth. I mean, listen, when I first came into the truth, I put the Most High to test in a respectful way. When that Bible said in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, if you honor my commandments, these are the things in which I will give you. Blessed be your body, the fruits of your body. Listen, I weighed 240 pounds when I got in the truth. I'm 160. Very healthy, lean, thin, all of that. I was 240. That's one of the blessings, right? Blessed will be your body. Blessed will be the fruit of your land. Since I've been in this truth, guess what? I got land all over the world. That's just sitting there for me. Many blessings. It says plenteous, your home will be plenteous in goods. I'm a very wealthy man. I'm a very blessed man. Don't get it twisted. I'm very humble and I'm not materialistic, but I'm very, very blessed. See, people want to talk about the curses. No, the Most High blessed me. Blessed me beyond belief. And I challenged the Lord. I said, if I keep your commandments, you telling me I'm going to be the lender and not the borrower. I'm going to be the head and not the tail. Blessed be my land. Blessed be the fruit of my body, the fruit of my loins. My children going to be blessed. I'm going to be able to think clearly. No poverty shall overtake me. There'll be no poverty. The curses of poverty will be broke off my family. This is what the Lord promised me in that book. He didn't tell me that it was going to cause me to be alone, though. He didn't tell me that once you start honoring his law, that you was going to be basically on a ship sailing by yourself. Because the majority of the world ain't trying to do that. The majority of the world want to do what thou wilt. They following these lying Christian churches telling them that God's laws are done away with. That's a lie from the belly of hell. The satanic church live by that same philosophy. Aleister Crowley says, do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. That's satanic. It's demonic, saying God doesn't have laws. You telling me your daddy, your father, your physical father, he had rules and regulations in his house, right? But you're saying the creator of the heaven and earth, of this colossal universe, don't have rules and regulations that you're supposed to live by? That's insanity to think like that. That's insane. And anybody, I don't care who it is, it don't matter who you are. If you believe that blasphemy, then it's only so far you and I can walk together. It is what it is. There's only so much we can build together. There's only so much. There's going to be a barrier there. The Most High is going to remove people who want to follow their own way, lean on their own understandings. He's going to destroy those who made themselves a God, who made themselves believe that they ain't got to follow the Creator. See, the Most High God says, when you keep your mind on heavenly things, then he will rise you here on this earth. We should be thinking about what he thinks about us, how he feel about us down here. Our minds should constantly be wondering what our Creator thinks about us and how we're doing things. Are we under subjection? Are we in obedience? Are we doing what it is we're supposed to do? It's a reason why he brought you to a place of solidarity. Some of y'all out there, y'all hear what I'm saying and it sounds good to you. It sounds good. But are you really going to get that individual in your life out of your life? You know they're toxic. Some of y'all watch these videos, y'all watch these streams, and the moment after the stream ends, you know what happens? That toxic, demonic individual banging your line. Oh yeah, they on your phone. They hitting you up. And you know the Most High God don't want you around that person. Yeah. And then you fail the test. And then a couple days later, a couple weeks later, you realize that your energy didn't been stripped. You realize you was around a person that leads to too many levels of uncertainty. You know that you just moved backwards. I'm telling you, don't entertain these devils no more. They calling your phone, speaking some rah-rah, trying to get you out of character. Ignore that. Ignore the naysayers. Ignore the scoffers. They have to do that. They have to do it. They're under demonic spells. They're under a demonic frequency. They have to do what they're doing. Real talk.